Hi, welcome to the third lecture of this module. So we shall study the observations and generalizations about based upon the two problems that we had worked out in the previous video. Let me consider the random process y of t is equal to a cos of omega ct plus theta. So any specific sample function in the above equation is usually written as small y of t is equal to a cos of omega ct plus theta. Let me call it as equation 30. A random or a stochastic process is always denoted by capital letter, that is x or capital Y. Here it is capital Y, but its sample is written always by small letter y of t, small y of t. So be very careful in that. So here theta takes any specific value between plus or minus pi, and it is uniformly distributed. And for a sample function, if the theta value is known, then the sample function itself is known for all time, for minus infinity less than t less than infinity. And a random process which is having this particular exquisite feature is called as a deterministic random process. So we can say that the autocorrelation function, or abbreviated as ACF, contains no information about the phase theta. So in general, ACF is a ACF in WSS applications loses phase information. Autocorrelation for a wide sense stationary application loses phase information. This is a very key point. Now let me derive the expression for the autocorrelation of a periodic random process. Now suppose if x of t, capital X of t, is a random process that is periodic with a fundamental period of capital T, then by definition I can write that as x of capital X of t plus t is equal to x of t. This is the definition for periodicity. This follows from basic mathematics. Now I know the definition for the autocorrelation. So Rx of tau is equal to, let me write it here. So I have Rx of tau expected value of x of t into x of t plus tau. So this is the definition for the autocorrelation function. Now replace tau by tau plus t in this equation. So if I replace tau by tau plus t in this equation, I get Rx of tau plus t is equal to E of x of t into x of t plus tau, or x of t plus tau plus t. ಎಲ್ಲಿ full tau ಇದೆಯೋ, replace tau by tau plus t. Replace tau by tau plus t on both sides of the equation for the autocorrelation definition. So this becomes Rx of tau plus t here is equal to E of x of t into x of t plus tau plus t. I am replacing tau by tau plus t, that's all. Now using this definition of the periodic random process, I have Rx of tau plus t is equal to E of x of t into x of t plus tau, because if x of t plus t is equal to x of t, then x of t plus tau plus t is simply given by x of t plus tau. If x of t plus t is equal to x of t, then x of t plus tau is equal to x of t plus tau plus t. So due to which this expression becomes Rx of t plus tau is equal to E of x of t into x of t plus tau. But by definition, this is the definition of the autocorrelation function. So that's why Rx of tau plus t is equal to Rx of tau. Very important parameter. So hence we infer that if x of t is periodic with a fundamental period of capital T in the wide sense stationary case, only in the wide sense stationary case, WSS case, then the ACF or the autocorrelation is also periodic with a fundamental period of capital T. Next we shall prove another very important mathematical bound property of ACF. It states that mod of Rx of tau is less than or equal to Rx of 0. That is, the value of Rx of 0 is a bound on the ACF. Now let me consider the relation expected value of x of t plus r minus x of t plus tau the whole squared greater than or equal to 0. So this is the starting point. very important property. E of x of t plus or minus x of t plus tau the whole square is greater than or equal to 0. Now use the a plus or minus b the whole squared formula. A plus or minus b the whole squared is given by a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. So this implies E of x squared of t plus or minus 2x of t, x of t plus tau plus x squared of t plus tau greater than or equal to 0. Right? I am using this formula. A plus or minus b the whole squared is given by a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. So a is equal to x of t, b is equal to x of t plus tau. So I have got plus or minus. So a plus or minus b the whole squared is equal to a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. So hence I have E of x of t plus or minus x of t plus tau the whole squared is greater than or equal to 0. Applying this where a is equal to x of t, b is equal to x of t plus tau, the x of t plus tau. Now this becomes, applying this formula, I have E of x squared of t plus or minus 2x of t, x of t plus tau plus x squared of t plus tau greater than or equal to 0. This starting point is very important for you guys to remember. Okay, this is the starting point of the derivation. Now using the linearity property of expectation, which we had proved a long time back, this can be written as E of x squared of t plus or minus 2 into E of x of t plus tau plus E of x squared of t plus tau greater than or equal to 0. By definition, E of x squared of t is Rx of t, right? E of x squared of t plus tau is also Rx of t, very important part, plus or minus 2 into E of x of t plus tau. By the definition, this corresponds to the autocorrelation function. So I have Rx of t plus or minus Rx of t plus or minus 2 Rx of tau plus Rx of t greater than or equal to 0. Or adding Rx of t twice, so I get 2 Rx of t plus or minus Rx of tau greater than or equal to 0. Dividing throughout by 2, I get Rx of t plus or minus Rx of tau greater than or equal to 0. Now let me substitute t is equal to 0. So if I put t is equal to 0, I get Rx of 0 plus or minus Rx of tau is greater than or equal to 0. Or taking magnitudes and further simplifying, I get mod of Rx of tau less than or equal to Rx of 0, which is what we need to prove. So we can say that the value of Rx of 0 is a bound on the autocorrelation function. So the magnitude of the autocorrelation function is always less than or equal to the autocorrelation value at tau is equal to 0. Next, we define another statistical parameter called the autocovariance. This has got tremendous applications in advanced signal processing, especially in image processing and other such criteria. So if x of t is a random process having a non-zero mean, then we can define an autocovariance function as follows. Autocovariance is denoted as Cx of tau. It is based upon autocorrelation. Without autocorrelation, I cannot define autocovariance. So Cx of tau is the autocovariance, where Cx defines autocovariance. Cx of tau is equal to expected value of x of t minus mu x into x of t plus tau minus mu x. There are two definitions for it. It is written as expected value of x of t minus mu x into x of t plus tau minus mu x. Very important definition. Let me repeat. Cx of tau is equal to expected value of x of t minus mu x into x of t plus tau minus mu x. Further simplification of this expression leads to the relationship between the ACF and the autocovariance. Autocovariance is also denoted as ACV. So Cx of tau is equal to Rx of tau minus mu x squared. Or Cx of tau is equal to Rx of tau minus mu x squared, where mean is the mu x is the mean. Now let us go to another parameter, namely the cross correlation. So we shall prove this properties of cross correlation and then wind up this video. Please note the things that I am discussing in today's video are very important from random process perspective, right? As I told, the modern day wireless communication, modern day mobile system, modern day statistics, modern day image processing, modern day mobile communication, everything is based upon this autocorrelation. It's like a big bus parameter among statistics. What we are studying in the subject are all practically implementable concepts. Though they are mathematically rigorous, this mathematics has got practical applications, which we can find in nook and corner of our day-to-day uses. So cross correlation. So autocorrelation means it gives us the relationship between a signal with itself. That is called as autocorrelation. Whereas cross correlation, it gives us the relationship between two signals, say x of t and y of t. Similarly, if there are two random processes, x of t, capital X of t and capital Y of t, then which are wide sense stationary, then the relationship between x of t and y of t, which are joint WSS, is given by the cross correlation. So the cross correlation of x of t and y of t are defined in two ways. One is Rxy of tau. Rxy of tau is given by E of x of t into y of t plus tau. E of x of t into y of t plus tau. Similarly, Ryx of t, Ryx of tau, sorry, is equal to E of y of t into y of x of t plus tau. Rxy of tau is equal to E of x of t into y of t plus tau. Ryx of tau is equal to E of y of t into x of t plus tau. So here t and tau are arbitrary. T and tau are arbitrary. So coming to the properties of cross correlations, some of the properties are analogous to that of autocorrelation, but certain differences do exist. Different textbooks give different ways of defining the cross correlation and autocorrelation. Please be very, very careful. If you refer high-end statistical signal processing textbooks, they give their interpretations in a different way, but principle remains the same. So definitions also vary from one text to another text, but I am following the definition given in your Williams textbook, which is your prescribed book also. So first property is that Rxy of minus tau is equal to Ryx of tau. Rxy of minus tau is equal to Ryx of tau. Very, very basic property. Then if y of t is periodic with a fundamental period of capital T, then Rxy of tau plus t is equal to Rxy of tau. It can be very, very easily proved. Two-line proof is what that suffices for our need. If y of t is a periodic random process with fundamental period of capital T, then Rxy of tau plus t is equal to Rxy of tau. Then if x of t is periodic with the fundamental period of capital T, then Ryx of tau plus t is equal to Ryx of tau. Ryx of tau plus t is equal to Ryx of tau. Right, now coming to the bounds, mathematical bound on the CCF, that is cross correlation function. So let me consider the example or the equation, sorry. The expected value of x of t plus or minus k into y of t plus tau the whole squared to be greater than or equal to 0. Here we are basically using one inequality called the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, right? The utility of the inequality, the utility of this inequality is called the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, C-A-U-C-H-Y, Cauchy, the famous Cauchy's differential Cauchy's mean value theorem you would have studied, right? In complex variables also you would be studying Cauchy's residue theorem, Cauchy's integral formula, so on and so forth. So it's the same fellow. So this is called the Cauchy-Schwarz, C-A-U-C-H-Y hyphen S-C-H-W-A-R-T-Z, T-Z, Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, to be more mathematically sound. So let me consider the equation E expected value of x of t plus or minus k into y of t plus tau, the whole square to be greater than or equal to 0, where k is an arbitrary real constant. Now using the a plus or minus b the whole square formula, which I did just 5 minutes back, I have E of x squared of t plus or minus 2k x of t y of t plus tau plus x squared k squared y squared of t plus tau is greater than or equal to 0. Now k is a constant, 2 is a constant. I hope how you got this. A plus or minus b the whole squared is equal to a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. So a is x of t, b is k into y of t plus 2. So x squared of t plus or minus 2k x of t y of t plus tau plus b squared, that is k squared y squared of t plus tau under the expectation operator greater than or equal to 0. Applying the linearity property of expectation, I can write this as e of x squared of t plus or minus 2ke of x of t into y of t plus tau plus k squared e into e of y squared of t plus tau greater than or equal to 0. Now, by our earlier discussion, e of x squared of t is nothing but the autocorrelation function evaluated at 0, that is Rx of tau at tau is equal to 0, which is Rx of 0. Then e of x of t into y of t plus tau is Rxy of tau. So this is multiplied by 2k with plus or minus, preceded by plus or minus sign here. Then k squared into e of y squared of t plus tau. This is nothing but the autocorrelation function Ry of 0. This follows from our ACF definition, autocorrelation function definition in properties. So I have Rx of 0 plus or minus 2k Rxy of tau plus k squared Ry of 0 greater than or equal to 0. Now suppose if k is equal to 1, so this becomes Rx of 0 plus or minus 2 Rxy of tau plus Ry of 0 greater than or equal to 0. Or further simplification gives me, and since autocorrelation should be always positive, that's why I put a magnitude for Rxy of tau. So I get mod of Rxy of tau less than or equal to half into Rx of 0 plus Ry of 0. Similarly, we can prove that mod of Ryx of tau is less than or equal to half into Rx of 0 plus Ry of 0. Let me call them equations 41 and 42. Now in this equation 40, right, if k is a positive real constant, then we can write the entire quadratic equation in terms of k as k squared Ry of 0 plus 2k Rxy of tau plus Rx of 0 greater than or equal to 0. The advantage of this equation is that this quadratic equation will never go negative, right? This will never go negative if it does not have real roots. This quadratic equation will never go negative if it does not have real roots. That's why let me calculate the discriminant. So this let me write it properly, because I need to use some 10th standard mathematical concept here. This is of the form of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant, if you remember. So here a squared is this. So here a is equal to Ry of 0, b is equal to 2 Rxy of tau, c is equal to Rx of 0. See, here it is quadratic in k. Here it is quadratic in k. So a k squared plus bk plus c greater than or equal to 0, it will come. So as I told, it will never go negative. That is, it would this quadratic equation would always be positive if it does not have real roots. So that is, I should have the discriminant such that b squared minus 4ac less than or equal to 0. So what is b here? So b is 2 Rxy of tau. So b squared. So 2 Rxy of tau the whole square. So 2 Rxy of tau the whole square is 4 Rxy squared of tau. So b squared minus 4ac, right? So let me write down the terms here so that it will be clear. So a is equal to Ry of 0. Please note this is a quadratic equation in k. Then b is equal to 2 into Rxy of tau. C is equal to Rx of 0. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು 2. So a is equal to Ry of 0, b is equal to 2 Rxy of tau, c is equal to Rx of 0. So b squared minus 4ac is less than or equal to 0. So this is the discriminant. So b squared minus 4ac is the discriminant. If b squared minus 4ac is less than or equal to 0, then I have 2 Rxy of tau the whole square minus 4ac minus 4 into Ry of 0, c is Rx of 0. So ಅದೇ ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. So 4 Rxy the whole square of tau minus 4 Rx of 0, Ry of 0 is less than or equal to 0. Transposing this to the right hand side, I get 4 Rxy the whole 4 Rxy squared of tau less than or equal to 4Rx of 0 into Ry of 0. I hope this is clearer to you. In the video, this would be there. If I delete this now also, in the video, it would be there for you. You can make a note down of it. Of course, material I shall be sharing with you immediately. Now, cancelling this 4 on both sides, I have Rxy squared of tau less than or equal to Rx of 0 into Ry of 0. Okay. So normally the nature of the, if you remember our 10th standard mathematics, b squared minus 4ac is the discriminant. So the nature of the discriminant reveals whether the roots of the quadratic are real roots, are they repeated roots, or they are imaginary or complex roots. So that's why Rxy squared of tau is less than or equal to Rx of 0 into Ry of 0 I have. Or taking square root on both sides and putting the modulus sign for Rxy of tau to be indicate that it is always positive. So I have mod of Rxy of tau less than or equal to root of Rx of 0 into Ry of 0. Call it equation 43. Similarly, I can also prove that mod of Ryx of tau is less than or equal to square root of Rx of 0 into Ry of 0. Call it equation 4. Now that we have studied about various means, arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean in our 10th standard and 11th standard, I suppose. So we find that the geometric mean, GM, has a stronger bound than the AM, arithmetic mean. So that's why we can write this as root of Rx of 0 into Ry of 0 is less than or equal to half of Rx of 0 plus Ry of 0. This is another property. This is the another equation. Now coming to the last part of today's lecture, we define ACV, autocovariance function for autocorrelation, based on autocorrelation. Similarly, I have cross covariance based on cross correlation, which I call it as CCV. CCV or cross covariance function. So it is defined as very important definitions. Please remember, Cxy of tau is equal to E of x of t minus mu x into y of t plus tau minus mu y. E of x of t minus mu x into y of t plus tau minus mu y. If I multiply and simplify this expression, I get the relationship between the cross covariance and the cross correlation functions. Cxy of tau, Cxy designates cross covariance. So Cxy of tau is equal to Rxy of tau minus mu x mu y. If you remember this formula, more than enough. But this equation is also necessary. So similarly, I can also have the covariance in for Cyx. So Cyx of tau is simply given as E of y of t minus mu y into x of t plus tau minus mu x. Multiplying and simplifying, I can write this as Cyx of tau is equal to Ryx of tau minus mu y mu x, where mu y and mu x are the means of the random processes y of t and x of t respectively. Thank you very much.